Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you an update on my next video. Um, this shit's really like like I said in other videos, they're really starting to amp up the harassment ever since it's just funny since I noticed I started to post videos about police following me and stuff. They've been getting bolder, doing bolder shit. And one thing that I did notice, okay, so this neighbor of mine, I noticed the first day I moved in, okay, and this went on for from when I moved in last May until all the way till I'd say October, maybe September. This guy is always outside, standing around, doing stuff with his car, walking around. Just look, it's every time I went out there, he's pretty much out there. Him and other people, his friends. I mean, one time I went out there, him, his mother, and a few other people were just standing around, just standing by their cars. And him and his mother were holding up their phones. I know they were recording me because they're pointing their camera right at me. And that went on for a while. And then it kind of stopped. I really hadn't seen the guy at all hardly since past 6 months until about a month ago. He started to kind of come around more. I've just seen him out more when I'm driving home doing the same thing. His friends and stuff would be out there. When I come home, they'd just be hanging around and go back upstairs right when I pull in. And last night, the video I posted where it was his mother, I believe that was her. She was parked in the middle of the parking lot. Like she was just sitting there in her car. And then she comes around as I come up just to get in my way. And then I back out. And then she goes back around just to park. And I told you, she just kept honking her horn, like mink, 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 over and over. And they're all standing out there, like on the balcony. And they go inside as soon as I go in. And that's kind of been the recurring theme with these people the past few weeks. I've just been noticing, I've been going out there, they've just been standing out there, and I've taken the trash out, and I've noticed him holding his phone in my direction. I can tell, I just know he's recording me. I see him pointing his phone at me. But he's trying to be a little subtle about it, not to be so obvious, but I see him pointing in my direction and talking to someone. He's got an earpiece in and all this stuff. The past few weeks, just every other day or so, see him standing out there when I go to my car or when I take out the trash and just kind of just stand over the balcony watching me, but kind of looking away, but still kind of keeping his eyes on me. And so tonight I come home, and as soon as I come home, I pull in, I see him in my rearview mirror, and he's just standing behind me on the other side of the parking lot by the grass. And he looks at me, and he looks at his phone, and I see him texting someone. And then he just starts walking up. So when he starts doing that, I was already recording. And so when I do that, I get my phone and I start recording him. He goes up to his apartment, and then he starts to walk up there. And then I guess he gets a text from someone that I was recording. I don't know. But then he starts to walk in his apartment, and then he comes back out, and he just stands there, and he's looking at me and stuff. And it's obvious that he's making it obvious that he wants me to know that he's stalking me. And he wants me to continue to keep playing these games and stuff. And I'm just this is probably what he wanted. So I just said, are you enjoying stalking me? When I get out of my car. And he's like, oh, and he picks up his phone like he's not doing, but I know what he's doing. And then I was like, yeah, just keep doing it. I'm just keep documenting it every time I come home. I was a little heated because, it's the same thing every day. And they want me to just keep going along with it, and I do, but it just becomes a point where it's you can tell they're really trying to push my buttons, they're trying to get bolder, and they're trying to do shit to be, just trying to do shit to be intimidating and shit, and it's not working, but it's really annoying as shit, you know what I mean? And so it's when you confront them on them, they deny it, and they do all this shit, and they say, oh, I was just, looking at my phone, and blah, 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 but it's so obvious what they're doing. And the past 3 nights it's been constant harassment with these people. I get out of my car 2 nights ago, some woman is standing in there. I don't know, it might be the same woman that was parking last night that was getting in my way. Just standing and looking at me from her blinds She was opening, and she was standing by her window looking straight at me. And then as I get closer to come to my apartment, she closes her blinds. And then she gets in my way last night and then honks her horn, and they all come out and make noise and be loud. And then they go in when I get inside. And then tonight, the guy's standing there right behind me as I park, looking at me, looking at his phone, and then obviously texting someone, trying to be deliberate that he's like, stalking me. So it's 3 nights in a row now. These people have really been harassing me. But I've been noticing over the past several weeks or a month, or half a month or so, of them just kind of doing shit more. And I don't know why they started to get them in on it again. I don't know why. But it's not something that see, I'm not going to keep falling in their trap. They want me to get mad. They want me to blow up and shit. And I kind of did lose my cool tonight, but I'm not going to keep doing that shit. I'm not even going to talk to them. I'm not going to confront them. I am going to record, but they want me, they so bad want to try to engage me into a fight or a conflict and bait me into one. And, they might have kind of got me to lose my cool a little bit tonight, but, that's not going to keep happening. I mean, unless they come and confront me and, they try to start an argument with me, that's a different story. But I'm not going to let them trap me into their shit. You know what I mean? And that's what they want. They want to trap me into their shit. And as soon as I told him that I knew that what he was doing, and I guess I just wanted to just cut the bullshit for a second, just for a second, just to let him know that I know what you're doing. But as soon as I did that, I see him start texting someone, blah, 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 texting somebody on the phone. And then I go to my apartment, and then he's gone. I don't see him anymore. So, these tactics, they can only work for so long. You know what I mean? They're running out of ideas. They're mad that I'm posting these videos. They're mad that I'm exposing their shit. So they're trying to be bolder and do everything they can to fuck with me even more. And, they may have gotten me to lose my cool a little bit tonight, and that's probably what they wanted. But you know what? I'm glad I kind of told them the truth, because they know I know anyway, but at least let them know that I know. You know what I mean? Because the more they keep doing this shit, I mean, they think it's okay anyway, but what's the point? What's the harm in me just telling them I know what you're doing? Because if you're going to be bold, stand right behind my car when I'm pulling in and just look right at me, and you're just texting and you're just looking right at me like you just want me to see you. What's the harm in me being bold and telling you I know what you're doing? You know what I mean? So it's they can't take it when it comes when the shoe's on the other foot. You know what I mean? When it happens to them and they get confronted or they get someone being bold to them, they're like, oh no, and they gotta start texting and coming up with a new scheme and shit. But anyway, I was going to post a video shortly, but I just wanted to give you details on it because, I mean, it's not just here. It's everywhere. It's my work. It's my dog walking gig. It's everything. They try to do everything. Restaurants, everywhere I go, And only the police can get away. Corrupt police can pull this shit off, and they're doing it. And it goes higher up than that too. But I'm just saying that it can only be orchestrated by, people that really have the connections to do this shit. Powerful people in law enforcement, people in cybersecurity, people, all these kinds of contractors. They can pull this shit off because they all work with government and law and shit. And why they're targeting me, I fucking don't know. But that's where it's going right now. They're targeting me because they don't like me personally. I just don't know if it was something on Facebook about 10 years ago I might have said that they didn't agree with, an opinion I said. So they want to do anything they can to defame my character and to slander me and to run my name into the dirt to everybody they can, especially here in my complex, because they don't like me personally. They don't like maybe an opinion I shared or something I said online or maybe on YouTube or something a long time ago. I mean, that's the only fucking thing I can think of. Because other than that, I do not do anything wrong. I don't do anything. I mind my own business, keep myself. I do my own thing. I don't bother anyone. But these people just want to fuck with me on a daily basis. So that's all, and the video is coming up shortly.